I had a couple conversations with different musicians the past couple of days just about how times are tough. Let me tell you. So, this is a tune I wrote. Another one of these tunes I had in my head for a long time. You know, the first inkling of this song came. I was driving to a gig through a terrible snowstorm in Ontario. You know, with the Foggy Hogtown boys who I play with up there, and you know, I was thinking to myself, God, how many times have I put myself in this position where I'm totally risking my life, all for the promise of $100? You know? And I'm like, God, I gotta stop doing this, you know? And I thought, well, there's probably a song in there somewhere. And then, you know, a few months later, I was talking to a cousin of mine who'd played in the bar scene back in the 70s. And he was asking me about what it was like, you know, playing in bars around these days. And he looked at me and he said, "You're not one of those guys who will play for less than $100 a night, are you?" And I didn't know what to say because I knew exactly what he was talking about, because you talked to dudes who played back then, and it was common, at least in Canada, for, you know, a 5-piece band would make $500 a night. It was $100 a man, you know, and that's just the way it was. And the gigs would last, you know, maybe a 5-night stand. And the fact is that doesn't exist anymore. You very rarely get a guarantee for a bar gig like that. You know, you're passing the hat and you're just sort of hoping for the best. So I started thinking about this idea of the old $100, and I wrote this song, and I'm going to send it out to all my musician buddies who have my new friends here. This old $100 won't go far. It came from singing songs in a downtown bar. But for a little while you could say it's mine. If you want a piece, you better get in line. I pay $800 for a 2-bedroom. When it rains, a storm comes through. It's a price you pay to live in town. There's always something shaking when the sun goes down. There's some boys playing over at the Troubadour. You swear you drink 2 beer, not one more. Next thing you know, you stumble home at 5. At least it makes you feel like you're still alive. This old $100 won't go far. It came from singing songs in a downtown bar. For a little while you can say it's mine. If you want a piece, you better get in line. Got a phone in my pocket, was a gift from the man. Now I pay him $90 for a $40 plan. It's just another thing that don't seem right. But after a while you don't know who to fight. You pick yourself up out of the ditch, dust yourself off and say, life's, I've done it before and I'll do it again. I've been walking this road since I don't know when. This old $100 won't go far. It came from singing songs in a downtown bar. For a little while you could say it's mine. If you want a piece, you better get in line. Find yourself a band and you work real hard. Then you make a record on your credit card. You try to sell a few, but the man at the store tells you nobody pays for music anymore. This old $100 won't go far. It came from singing songs in a